Alright guys, today we are here doing a Dokkan update video. This is going to be everything that is coming in part 3 of the 7-year anniversary. A lot of exciting things. We've got EZAs, we've got a chain battle, we've got a bunch of missions, we've got the new red zone stages, and let's just jump right into it. So, as of right now, it is July 30th at 6:17. This is when I'm recording this. Part 3 is going to start in roughly 25 hours and 43 minutes, around there, 42 and a half minutes. But yeah, so it's going to be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard on the 31st, Sunday. In terms of conversions, not really too sure, but if you just take that 8 p.m. Eastern and convert it, for Pacific Standard, you're talking at 5 p.m. Yeah, I don't really know other regions, but you should be able to figure it out pretty easily. 25 hours from now, basically 25 and a half hours from now. So whatever time it is, just basically a day and an hour from now. So yeah, we've got I actually have the JP part 3 pulled up. So from what it looks like in terms of what the missions are, it looks like they're consolidating the EX part and part 3 together. Only thing that the EX part had that we already have is the Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. LR. So on JP, they had a special login for that EX part. They could just continue it. I think it's pretty much pretty similar to what the regular login is. Hold on. 3. Okay, yeah, so there was an overlap of that. So hopefully, there's some compensation or, some equivalent to that. But they had a boost, the boost feature where you can get 3 boosted runs per day. It goes up to 5, and the time is shortened. I think it's shortened to 4 hours, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too positive though. And then we got the LR Super Saiyan 4 EZA. This one was consolidated. Let me actually bring that up. That's EX part, but for part 3 we had some missions, just extra added missions. For part 3 we've got the co-op campaign Beyond the Super Saiyan God. That's gonna start, it's gonna be 8 p.m. like it's gonna start with the rest of the celebration, and it's gonna go for about a week, so it'll end on the 7th, or would it be the 6th? It might be the 6th actually. Next we have the Extreme Z area. This one is the Faded Bloodline edition. We already have technically stage 4, but on global it's stage 1. This is for obviously the Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. that we got back during around Saiyan Day. The 3 free-to-play units from 7-year anniversary are EZA. We've got the LR, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. We've got the Goku and Chi-Chi. We've got the Vegeta and Bulma. To be honest, they are disappointing. A lot of people have probably told you before. This unit is a 0-0. Like, they really provide nothing. August 1st. And then, yeah, Goku and Chi-Chi are also pretty bad. But they're better than the Vegeta and Bulma. They do have like a AGL Pycon type of active skill where they it's basically a Ghost Usher, pretty useful. But yeah, they're not really super great. And then obviously the LR is the best. They're still pretty disappointing. But they have an entrance animation. It's pretty nice. And yeah. Overall, though, the free-to-play units are really disappointing. But, this is a good amount of stones that you get. And you have to do these missions to get those 50 tickets for the 77-unit multi. So I obviously recommend everybody does this. In terms of the usable characters. This seems pretty easy. I mean, this unit has their easy A. Um, this Goku's pretty easy to get. We've got this unit easy aid. This unit easy aid is solid. He's pretty solid. He's solid. He's kind of nothings. He's solid. I don't know if you'd run him here though. Obviously, God Vegeta is pretty good. I find it funny for some reason that God Vegeta is usable, but God Goku isn't. Well, I mean, I kind of see why. Because, like, the Gokus that are usable are Saiyan Saga Gokus, and the Vegetas that are usable are Dragon Ball Super Vegetas. But, still, I mean, whatever. This event's not really going to be super difficult, so I don't really think there's a concern in terms of usable units. But, yeah. Pretty simple, straightforward. This is going to entail 5 stones, another 6, 11, 12, 13 stones right there. So 13 stones from this, if you hadn't already done this at all. If you did, or 13 stones if you've done the Goku Jr., Vegeta Jr. If you haven't, it's an extra 6 stones, totaling to 19, but most people should have done it when it came out. I always recommend you do these things when they come out, because they're really not that difficult to do. Doesn't take that much. At this point, for me, it takes me maybe like a stamina bar and a half to get something done, and you got a whole celebration to do it. So enough of that extreme Z area. Pretty disappointing. But next we have, oh my god, we got the easy A's for the 3rd year anniversary LRs. We've got the LR Physical Gogeta, and we've got the LR Int Vegeta. So, LR Physical Gogeta, his weakness is fused fighters with legendary power. Very easy. I mean, this is piss easy. Fused fighters LRs, that's like what you're running to begin with, but really good. It's 33 stones, I believe, that you get. And you get enough orbs, so basically rainbow the unit, or pay back the unit's rainbow. And I would recommend going for this one first, because once you easy A him, then you can use, or them, I should say. You can use them on this easy A, which is Final Trump card on Legendary Power. And they have type advantage, so they're really going to help you if you don't have a ton of units. But Final Trump cards are pretty open category. It's the same thing though. 33 stones, enough orbs to essentially pay back the rainbow. You've got 5 Kais to get them to 25. Straightforward. That's a good 66 stones right there. Plus the 13, you're looking at, 79 stones right there. Next up, we've got this chain battle. This is versus Great Ape Vegeta. I've had a lot of chain battles, man. Here it is. Pure Saiyans, Giant Ape Power join forces. I actually want to check something. I want to see if it's the exact same on Global, because Global does have an extra category that JP doesn't have, I think, or that JP didn't have when it came out. This might be one of the only times, if not the only time, where Global had an extra category for a chain battle that JP didn't have. And that's the Saiyan Saga category. But let me actually check. I think it's the same. Pure Saiyan, Giant Ape Power, join forces. Yeah, so you get that extra Saiyan Saga category that you can work around with, like, these Kaioken Gokus and the Nappas. I'm not too sure. I might do a chain battle video once it drops in terms of optimal teams. I haven't really taken a look at the JP version. But who knows? We'll see what we can do. But, yeah, chain battle's pretty straightforward. In terms of stones, honestly, I don't really know. I think it's around 30-ish stones, 20 to 30-ish stones that you get from a chain battle. And you get those, like, skill orbs. Those skill orbs, I haven't gotten anything good in those skill orbs in, like, over a year, I think. But, oh, no, here we go. Yeah, here we go. We have the King Cold one. Well, it's not a category advantage, but we had this character on JP or on global that JP didn't have because we got this chain battle so late, November to June. Jesus, it's 7 months. But anyways, I am just rambling. 10 minutes, so it's not too bad. Next we have the new stages of the red zone. So we've got, to finish it off, we've got Bojack, Janemba, and Broly. Obviously, in terms of these two, Bojack and Broly are going to be your real annoying ones. If you've got 200%, though, there's generally a way around them. We'll see. I haven't experienced red zone outside of global, so I'll see for myself. But I do hear from everybody that those two are really difficult. Janemba, I've heard he's tough, but he's not too bad. That boss has a rage meter. Why is it Shenron? It's very interesting. Yeah. In terms of the GT side, we've got Super 17, the Shadow Dragons, and then Sin Shenron. I actually never see anybody talking about this stage ever. I've heard everybody talk about Rildo, Baby, 17, and Sin, but I never hear anybody talking about the Shadow Dragons. What this does mean, though, is that this means that the banner for the tickets is going to be live, as well as the support memories for completing all the stages. Why is it split up on the movies and not on the GT? Anyways, these support memories are really good. The Kakarot support memory is movie heroes permanent 10% attack and defense in battle. And then when there's a Goku on the team, just a name who's an ally whose name includes Goku, everybody gets 1 key for 7 turns. And it's the same thing here, except it's GT heroes permanent 10% attack and defense. Pretty good memories. These type of support memories are really good. And you've got the Zeno support memory, you've got the Super Battle Road Goku family and Vegeta family, you've got the Namek Saga Super class and the Namek Saga Extreme class. They're all pretty good. These are the best support memories that the game has, so definitely work towards getting these stages done. And it's also a good amount of stones. You get 1 stone for each completion. You get 5 stones from the mission for each stage completed. So, this is right here. This is 18 stones. And then another 18 stones for just the new stages dropping. So, 36. We're sitting at, not too sure the precise amount, but we're over 120, if I had to say. Yeah, that's Red Zone. Next, we have the legendary event missions. These final missions are, the 3 final missions for each one. You got Legendary Existence, Sworn Enemies, and Fused Fighters. Let's actually just take a look. This is for the GT Goku side. Legendary Existence is going to be pretty easy because the leader is LR Namek Goku. Say whatever you want about him. Obviously, he's the leader. He's int. He has type advantage on the last phase, and he stacks defense on his 12 key. He's going to be crucial. And you've got units like God Goku and Hit, the LR or the EZA Tech God Goku. He's going to be an unkillable tank. You've got int Broly. You've got int UI Goku. Yeah, should be pretty easy. I'll probably do videos on these. Just to get some team comps out there for people to try. Sworn Enemies, probably going to be the same thing. Relatively easy. You've got LR Full Power Frieza. I'm saying easy if you have these LRs. They did just come back during the anniversary. So this is the second chance in terms of getting them. But I'm going to be using this team. Obviously, pretty straightforward. This unit is going to be type disadvantage on the last phase, but by then, he'll get some stacks up, and he's, doing a shit ton of damage to Goku's. So, yeah. I'd probably save his active until then, until that last phase. But, yeah. pretty straightforward. You've got third form Frieza, the AGL Cell. LR physical cell's not on there. That's disappointing. Kid Buu. Got some good units, some good recent units. And then, yeah, last one is Fused Fighters. Obviously, super fucking easy. But, shouldn't really struggle at all in this one. A lot of these fusion units stack or they got buffed during this anniversary. You know, I've got the 7 years if you have them. I've got the Easy A's for the 3 years. They're gonna carry you like offensively, and then you've got like the Tech Gogeta and the STR Vegeta. You've got units, you know. The Tech Kefla is gonna be solid. Units like that. And this is obviously another 5 stones for each completion and 5 tickets. In terms of the Vegeta side, you've got Planetary Destruction, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond Super Saiyan. This is self-explanatory. This is a 7-year leader skill. This one's a lot better, in my opinion, in terms of usable units. Pretty simple. Battle of Fate. This one might be a little tricky. I'm not really too sure until I see it. But, you know, you've got... The last phase is AGL, so tech is going to be type advantage, but there's not a ton of good tech options, to be honest. And there's a lot of units on here that like aren't on global. You've got the LR Golden Frieza, you've got the LR Trunks and Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Easy A's. You've got Tech Vegito Blues Easy A. Units like that. But... should be able to make it work. Planetary Destruction. You've got Int Broly. Probably bring him because he's just a stacker. Maybe AGL Kid Gohan. Maybe this exchange. Vegeta and Goku. This one might actually be the hardest one. They're all very limited units on here. And they're not really working super well together. But we'll see. We'll take a look. That's it for that. And then we've got the ticket summons. Here are the 2 banners. I don't know why they're not really clickable here, but these banners are like, this one is pretty much a 0. Like, this banner is not really super crazy. This unit though is getting their Easy A on JP in a few days, so we're gonna see how they are on that Easy A, and they might be like busted. These 2 are kind of mediocre at this point. He could get an Easy A pretty soon. He's just a new mediocre unit, and these units are just like, like this guy is a nothing. This guy's okay. These 2 are actually pretty good, but they have no team right now. She's pretty good. She has no real team. It's not like you can run her with the Dokkan Fest. But her AZ is pretty solid. I think she's pretty slept on. And then these 2 are pretty mid. I don't know why they're on here. They're fusion units. I know they're based on their GT versions, but there was better GT units. You could have put... I mean, I don't know. You could have put the Goten and Gohan and the Goten and the Goten and Trunks GT units. You could have put those 2 on there. Those would have saved this banner's featured pool. But even so, these LRs are just not crazy right now. The movie banner though is really good. So in terms of featured units, he's not really viable right now. He's amazing. He's a god of the game. No pun intended. This guy's pretty good. Pretty solid. He's okay in like very certain scenarios. And these 3 are pretty solid. Just got to build the full team around them. But these 2 especially are like really good if you're building the team around them. But in terms of LRs, I mean, this has almost quadruple the LRs that the other one has. In terms of actual usability, though, like, I mean, obviously this guy's He's aged, definitely. This guy has aged a bit, but he's still pretty good. This guy has aged. They've aged. Bojack obviously has aged, but he's, upcoming on an EZA. He could be pretty good. They're pretty slept on. They're a bit wonky, but like defensively, they're pretty good, especially linked with the EZA Tapion. This guy's pretty good with AGL Turles' EZA, which we would be getting in probably about 2 weeks from now. Maybe 2.5 weeks from now on Global with the Radit celebration. Beerus and Weiss have aged a lot, but, they're upcoming on an EZA. Who knows how good they're going to be. Broly's still pretty good. He's aged. He's definitely not near the best EZA LR anymore, but he's still pretty good. Janemba's really good. And then this guy's pretty bad. But in terms of LRs, it's pretty good. And this is I wish it would show me the pool of these units, but it's a lot less than regular banners. I think it's literally just like this banner is these units, and then the unfeatured are literally just like characters that are on GT heroes or GT bosses, or like Shadow Dragon Saga, things like that. It's a very small pool. And then this one is likewise, it's movie heroes and movie bosses category units. So you can see like this SSR unfeatured SSR pool is 31. That does include the LRs, so brings it down to 28. And this one is 56, including the LRs, which is 11 LRs, bringing it down to 45. So pretty. I mean, your chances. It's not guaranteed SSRs, but your chances of pulling an SSR are a good bit higher than other banner, like other ticket banner units, or other ticket banners, like these ones. These ones are pretty low odds. Let's actually take a look. Actually, no, this one like has no SSRs either. I just never pull from these. I've never had good luck on these banners, but who knows? Maybe it'll change. Obviously, final thing we're going to talk about here. Jesus, this is a long video. The LR Super Saiyan 4 EZAs. This is Destined Rivals. I think this is a permanent. Is it permanently available? I don't know. It is a Destined Rivals. All the other Destined Rivals are permanently available, but who knows? This one might not be just because it's in Dokkan Fest LR. But this one is, they're consolidated into one, which is a bit unfortunate. They do try to compensate a little bit for it. They give you 40 stones instead of 30, but if they separated them, it would be 60 stones plus that. So it's 43 stones. You can get enough orbs essentially to pay off the rainbow, and then 5 Kais and the medals, obviously. This one, though, is Power Beyond Super Saiyan. Again, this one's going to be very easy. Power Beyond Super Saiyan plus legendary power. You're looking at these units here. Pretty solid. But that should be it for the part 3 that we know about. They did mention that there will be a global first event. No one really knows what it is. It hasn't really been teased or leaked by either Dokkan themselves or by like a credible leaker. So who knows? It should be in part 3. I don't think it'll start when part 3 starts, because it wasn't in the data download. And the same thing with the LR Super Saiyan 4s. They are not gonna be dropping on Sunday, tomorrow. They're not in the data. So if I had to guess, I would probably say they're going to drop around the 4th, around the same time that the JP EZAs drop. But we'll see. I don't think there's going to be an EX part that goes up until... I think if there was an EX part, it was going to go up until I think the 15th or the 14th, something like that. I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll see when it drops, but that's the video. 25 minutes. I don't know if anyone stuck around for this, but if you guys are excited for part 3, hopefully you're happy with what they drop, and I'll be making some videos on the content, and yeah, stay tuned for next videos are going to be Red Zone. I might dabble in some legendary event videos, and maybe a chain battle video, and then my big video is going to be the 77 unit multi. We're going to be doing the ticket multi as well as the stone multi in one video. So if you're on the fence about that multi, you could wait for me to do it and see how my 2 chances go. But that's all for me. Take care, and I hope you guys having a good time. Peace.